As the sun began to set, Lily walked home from school with a big smile on her face. Today was a good day, and she was happy to be able to walk home without a care in the world. But as she reached her front door, she realized something was off. She couldn't find her keys. Lily searched through her bag and pockets, but her keys were nowhere to be found. She sighed and leaned against the door, thinking of her options. She could call her parents, but they were both at work. She could wait for her older brother to get home, but that would take a while. And then she remembered her neighbor, Alex. Alex was the same age as Lily and had been her friend since they were toddlers. They even went to the same school, though they were in different classes. Lily had always had a bit of a crush on Alex, but she tried not to let it show. They were just friends, after all. Lily knocked on Alex's door, hoping he was home. After a few moments, the door opened, and Alex stood before her. He looked surprised to see her. "Hey, Lily," he said. "What's up?" "I lost my keys," Lily said. "I was wondering if I could wait at your place until my brother gets home." "Sure, come on in," Alex said, stepping aside to let her in. Lily followed him into his living room, feeling a bit nervous. She had never been inside his house before, and she didn't know what to expect. But as she looked around, she realized it was just like any other house. There were pictures on the walls, a TV in the corner, and a couch in the middle of the room. "Make yourself at home," Alex said, motioning to the couch. Lily sat down and looked around again, feeling a bit out of place. She wondered what they were going to talk about while they waited for her brother. "So, how was school today?" Alex asked, breaking the silence. "It was good," Lily said, smiling. "I got an A on my math test." "Nice," Alex said, smiling back. "I'm terrible at math. I barely passed." Lily laughed, feeling more comfortable now. They talked about school and their classes, and before she knew it, her brother had arrived. "Thanks for letting me hang out, Alex," Lily said as she stood up to leave. "Anytime," Alex said, smiling. "See you tomorrow at school?" Lily nodded, feeling a bit sad to be leaving. She wished they could hang out more, but she knew they had different schedules and different lives. As she walked home, Lily felt a strange sensation. She couldn't put her finger on it, but something was off. And then she realized what it was. Her reflection. As she walked past a store window, she caught a glimpse of herself. But it wasn't her. It was Alex. She stopped and looked closer, not believing what she was seeing. She had switched bodies with Alex. Lily's heart raced as she tried to make sense of it all. How was this possible? What was she going to do? She decided to go back to Alex's house to tell him what had happened, but when she arrived, she realized something else was off. Alex was acting strange, almost like he was trying to hide something. As Lily tried to figure out what was going on, she realized that pretending to be Alex was going to be harder than she thought. And as the day went on, Lily began to uncover a mystery that she never could have imagined. What had happened to Alex, and why was he acting so strange? Lily was determined to find out, but as she navigated her new body and tried to keep up the facade of being Alex, she couldn't help but feel overwhelmed. She managed to make it through dinner with Alex's family without raising any suspicion, but as soon as they were alone, she confronted him about his strange behavior. "What's going on, Alex?" she asked, trying to keep her voice calm. Alex looked at her with a mixture of surprise and confusion. "What do you mean?" "I mean, you've been acting strange since I came over earlier. And now that I'm in your body, I can feel something is off." "What are you hiding?" Alex sighed and ran a hand through his hair. "It's nothing, Lily. Just some stuff going on at home that I don't really want to talk about." Lily wasn't convinced, but she didn't push the issue. She had enough on her plate trying to figure out how to act like Alex and not raise any suspicions. The next day at school was a blur. Lily struggled to keep up with Alex's friends and classes, all while trying to figure out what had happened and how to switch back. As the day wore on, Lily couldn't help but feel like she was in over her head. She had no idea how to navigate Alex's life, and she was worried that she was going to make a mistake that would ruin everything. But then, as she was sitting in class, something strange happened. She felt a jolt of energy surge through her body, and suddenly she was back in her own skin. She looked around, confused, and realized that she was sitting in her own seat in her own classroom. Lily breathed a sigh of relief, realizing that she had somehow switched back. But as she looked around, she realized that Alex was nowhere to be found. What had happened to him? And would she ever be able to find out? Lily was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she was in for a wild ride. As this episode comes to an end, tune in for episode 2 to find out what happens next. Subscribe to be notified when new episodes drop.